YOLO everybody, it's the man, the myth, the legend, Quad MFT here. We've got, I think, 4 insane stories to tell you guys today.
At least.
It's Father Sunday. Be ready to watch this. Let's go, Dad. You start off with your first story.
Hey, what is up, Warriors? It's the Quad Father here. And the first story I have is a story about me when I was being a bully.
Okay,
so
let's hear it.
I feel bad. And so I thought I'd kind of get this off my chest. Okay, I was in 8th grade. We were at an 8th grade dance, and I was with my buddies. And you know how guys get together and they start hatching these plans. I'm sure you guys and your friends
We all
start.
do.
Yeah, and so because nobody was really dancing and we weren't really in the cool club, so we didn't have girls that were just lining up to dance with us. These guys we all picked out this one girl, and they said, "Hey, you should go ask her to dance." I'm like, "I don't want to dance with her." That was clearly the ugliest girl in the school. And everybody has somebody like that, and it's not her fault. She just has bad genetics. What can I say? And so they elected me, or I volunteered because I was going to be brave. And so I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, Melissa, do you want to dance?" And she got all bright-eyed. I'll never forget that look in her face. She was so excited. And she said, "Well, sure, I want to dance." And I said, "Maybe you should get a partner." And I walked away. And I walked back to my friends. We're high-five. Woo!
I could feel that, too.
Like, man. And you know what? I'm well out of 8th grade.
You think she remembers that?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, Melissa.
Does she remember it? Did she remember it, honestly?
I don't know. But you know what?
Remember it?
I remember it, and I was being a bully, and I feel bad about it, honestly.
She probably look her up on Facebook, find her, apologize.
No. She's watching. I'm sure she's a subscriber because everyone is.
Yeah.
So no, that's one thing that I feel bad. Do you have a story?
I do. I have one story. My dad's gonna have 2 more after this, but this kind of reminded me. I'll tell about one quick story. I'm not gonna go into any like pranks that we've pulled so far. We've got some pretty cool stories.
Yeah, I don't think the statute of limitations has run out on your pranks.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't tell them yet.
Only in 9th grade, but I wanted to tell you guys that one time. This is way back in the OG original days. I was at a football game. The high school that I'm going to now, of course, back in 6th grade, I wasn't in high school, but there was actually a confrontation that had. So I was just hanging out. We're not watching the game. You know what I mean? We're the cool 6th graders.
Just walking around.
We don't watch the game. We watch and hang out. But at that time, I'm one of the really tall kids in our grade. So this short kid comes up to me. He knocks my hat off. It's like, okay.
For no reason? You weren't saying anything? You weren't doing anything?
I knew him, but I didn't know him. He wasn't like my best friend.
He was an acquaintance.
We didn't have anything before that. We weren't like mad at each other or anything.
Right.
Knocks my hat off. I pick it back up, whatever.
Did he say, "Are you mad, bro"?
No, he didn't. I'm pretty sure I'd remember that. But,
okay.
At that time, I was like, okay, why get into a fight? Whatever.
Right. So he was aggressive to you. He flipped off your hat.
15 to 20 minutes later, he comes and does it again. And at that point, I'm like, bro, I'm taller than you. I'm obviously bigger than you. If you're looking to get in a fight, you're choosing the wrong guy. So
elbow
exactly
to the nose.
Boom, just right. No. I wish I would have knocked him, but no, I don't. I really don't care.
That would be assault.
Yeah, exactly. But as a 6th grader, would I really get in trouble? You think? No,
honestly, you get grounded. I would.
Yeah,
I can tell you that for sure.
Maybe. No,
I'm your dad.
No,
you
but
get grounded.
Yeah, but I put him in a headlock. So real quick, put him in a headlock, kneed him in the stomach. He gets off, starts crying, and.
It's all that MMA training.
All that MMA training that I constantly grind every day, 6 hours a day, 8 days a week.
I'm glad I bought those pay-per-views so you could learn that, defend yourself.
I just do it on my own in my living room.
By yourself?
Teach myself, yeah.
Oh, okay. You wrestle with yourself? I do that once in a while, but I don't talk about it on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now let's hear your next story.
All right.
By the way, guys, click like on this video if you haven't already.
Okay,
that does help.
I'm sweating here because I feel bad about this. Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
This is another one. This is a girl that all of us guys, we all hung out with her. No one really dated her very much. I mean, I thought I dated her once, but she didn't like me. So anyway, she was a junior or senior in high school, and which means that's what I was too. And she got asked out by a guy who was in college, which I'm going to break it to you guys. In high school, the girls who are hot and juniors and seniors, they ain't dating high school guys. They're dating college guys. Okay, so just get your mind off those and start shooting for the sophomore and freshman chicks when you know. But anyway, so she asked this guy out that we didn't know, and so we thought, oh, what can we do? What can we do? How can we, mess with her a little? So when they went out to the dance, and we weren't going to the dance because we weren't in that crowd. Yeah. It was a real formal dance. So she was all dressed up. She went out. She was at the dance. So what we did was we went over to her house when she wasn't there, and she had a gate that swung open that led to her front door. So between the 2 posts of the gate, we tied fishing line. about 4 or 5 inches off the ground. Don't do this at home. Don't try this at home. It's not nice, and I still feel bad.
Yeah.
So when she got back with her date, what happened was she just tripped over it. So they both tripped over it and fell down while they were wearing their nice fancy clothes.
Oh,
you know,
were
those
you
are
watching? Were you watching? Or?
No, but I heard about the story about later from her
totally
friend.
Heard about that.
Yeah, and so those are two things that when I really feel like there's not been many times when I was a bully. Those are 2 times when I felt like I was a bully, and I'm an old man now, and I still feel bad about.
And you're still a bully. No,
hey, your mother.
He bullies me. Shh, tell me.
Shh,
get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Help, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Set up a signal. Help. Rescue me. Okay, so the last story. Gosh, I don't know that I like this video because they all make me look bad. But, you know, things I won't do for likes and comments, so like and comment, please. Okay, all right, so this is pretty much the only time I ever had a girl.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, and I don't know if it counts as a girl because it was my sister.
Okay,
So
it does. It still does.
So like your brother and you, my sister and I used to fight from time to time. And there was one time when I was her younger brother, so I would torment her and just pester her. My whole goal in life was to get a reaction out of her.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't care if it was good or bad. I just wanted to get a reaction out of her. So one day I just pushed her too far, metaphorically. And so she was chasing me through the house, and I was getting that age where I was actually kind of getting bigger than her, you know, that kind of teenage growth spurt. I'm sure you know about that. Your voice changes, you know.
It's been like this for a while, but yeah.
So she was chasing me through the house. She actually chased me into the bathroom. I slammed the door right behind me. She ran into it, and we had this clear, well, not clear, opaque, non-see-through pane of glass in the bathroom door. She put her hand right through the window. The whole thing broke all the way across. I'm like, oh, holy crap. Now Mom and Dad are going to know that we were fighting.
This actually happened
terrible.
a year ago, but no.
Yeah. No, it happened when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so then I said, what the heck are you doing? Why'd you do that? You know, I just started raging at her, actually. Yeah. And she goes, oh, you just think you're so smart. She grabbed my face like that. She just started squeezing it. And I go, smack! And I just reached down forehanded her right across the face. I didn't punch her. I just smacked her across the face. She starts crying, calling me a wife beater and how horrible I am and how terrible I was. I mean, she's been beating up with me my whole life. And finally I got to the place where I was big enough to where if she came back at me, I could take her. Mm-hmm. So as much as I think it's really, really, really wrong, you should never hit a girl. Mm-hmm. That's a time when I did. I don't know that I feel bad about that one, but I feel bad about the other two. Yeah. The other two girls that I tormented.
Exactly.
I don't know. I should just learn to ask a girl out instead of like teasing them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So that's all the bad stories I have about me today. So
and that's
please.
all I have for right now. Now, that's all I have. Maybe some in the future. Maybe
some
stuff that I haven't
Hopefully
even done.
Not. You know, I tell you that I've never lost a fight, and that's true. I have never lost a fight.
That's a number one fact. We're going to cut off right there so we can't say anything more. Hopefully you guys like this video. Again, click like if you haven't already. Follow me on Insta, Twitter, Facebook. All links down in the description below. It's been Quantum FT, your favorite commentators, and we'll see you in the next video.
See if those girls don't come back and beat me up.